One safety tip for trick-or-treaters this Halloween is to use glow sticks like these, so that way when it gets dark, cars can still see them. Another game and another record for Aaron Murray, but several Bulldogs had some firsts on the field on Saturday. I'll tell you who next. And the American Red Cross is handing out little yellow ribbons like these in support of our troops. The hope is that these changes make taking the GED less of an endpoint and more of a stepping stone into pursuing a college degree, in a classroom just like this one. As you can see, one of these water heaters is almost as tall as I am, weighing close to 130 pounds, meaning it's probably a two-man job. Chris, heartbreaking is the only way to describe this game. Early voting began today here in Jackson County and across the state of Georgia. Coming up, I'll tell you which issues you can find on this election's ballot. If this brand of yogurt is in your fridge, you may want to check the dates. The streets behind me may be empty now, but come Thursday, they'll be full of trick-or-treaters. Bright costumes, going before dark, and using glow sticks are just a few safety measures parents and kids can take. 500 is the magic number, and swimming and diving coach Jack Bowerly is chasing it. Rabies is a deadly disease. It kills animals, and it can kill you if you're bitten by a rabid animal and you don't seek treatment for it. Your cats and dogs are at risk. You are at risk. I've been watching the Braves play at Turner Field since I was 4, so this will definitely be an adjustment for all Braves fans. Now, Dr. Sanchez stressed to me that if you see a beach dolphin, don't try to help it. Friday Night Lights with a state championship on the line. A tradition of being in the playoffs. A region they know well. The alcohol referendums are the big deal and could mean major changes. Now, these dreams may sound big, but Elijah isn't the only one. Dr. Russell told me about a 65-year-old woman who dropped out of high school when she was only 17 and just got her GED 48 years later. And in January, she's starting college. The students right behind me are giving blood, and today it's not just about saving lives. I'll tell you more next. First, another matchup right here in Athens, Bulldogs versus the Bears. Obviously, a bear is much bigger than a bulldog, but in the world of women's basketball, that doesn't matter. And tomorrow night, your Lady Dogs are out to prove that a bulldog can handle a bear. Elijah Moreau is working towards his dream, a college degree. But first, he has a hurdle to jump.
Well, get my GED, I'm just go back to college. I'm gonna go to college and get a business degree.
Tutoring and preparation centers like this one at First Baptist Church in downtown help others like Elijah earn their GED. And changes to the test could really impact those preparing.
They've changed the, they've raised the bar academically. And that, I think, is going to be a challenge for a lot of people.
One challenge to overcome, switching from paper tests to taking the test on the computer.
Computer skills are going to be huge. If you can't keyboard, you won't be able to write the essay because it's timed, as I understand it. And to do this won't get you very far.
Other changes, 4 tests instead of 5, and writing added to each section. Elijah isn't worried, though.
Oh yeah, writing, that's, as long as it's not extra math, then yeah. Writing is pretty easy, so I'm good at that.
Whether he takes the test before the changes happen in January or not, he knows what he'll do when he gets his GED.
Actually, I'll start my own dealership or something like that. Start my own dealership, work and fix cars and sell them. Car auctions and stuff like that. I got a plan.
Sully from Monsters, Inc., a ladybug, and even Superman. These toddlers are ready for Halloween, a safe Halloween this year.
It will probably still be light when we go out trick-or-treating. So we will go to just a few houses because this might happen. But she's also going to be wearing a bright green costume.
Keeping kids safe is always important, but on Halloween, it's even more important.
There are 2 times the amount of pedestrian injuries and deaths on Halloween than normal.
One safety tip for trick-or-treaters this Halloween is to use glow sticks like these, so that way when it gets dark, cars can still see them. Other tips include crossing only at intersections and waiting for the white man to appear before crossing the street. The Preschool Academy gives their parents and students a list of safety measures, and the older kids even ask questions.
Ask, what happens if a stranger comes up to them, or what do they do in situations like that?
All these measures taken to keep the kids safe, but Mom and Dad, you need to pay attention as well.
Adults can be hit by a car as well. A big problem that we see nowadays is distracted walking. People with their cell phones not really paying attention to where they're going.
We just wanted to serve at this event and remind everyone that the Jews and Christians and Muslims in America can come together and celebrate our community and not let September 11th divide us.
Doctors prepping, donors giving blood. Today's blood drive at Memorial Hall is not just about saving lives.
The unwritten goal is that we'd like to hit 300 units of blood in 6 hours.
The UGA Red Cross organization wants to break their own SEC record of 261 pints collected in a single day.
But today especially, they wanted to set a new record for the number of units of blood collected and do it in partnership with 2 very important organizations.
Some of the co-sponsors of the blood drive include the Abraham Alliance at UGA and Muslims for Life. And the American Red Cross is handing out little yellow ribbons like these in support of our troops. For others, today's drive was their chance to give back on a historic day.
Giving blood on September 11th is awesome because we remember those that lost their lives, and in those times they definitely needed the blood at the hospital and whatnot, and today's an awesome day to remember those people by giving back.